Hello air signs, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing your astrology and your tarot for the next 7 days, and it's going to be quite a lot of happening in the next 7 days indeed. But don't worry, if you are not interested in the astrology and you want to jump straight to your tarot, the timestamp is below in the description box and I'll see you over there. It's for your sun, moon, rising and Venus guys, so check all 4 placements. Don't worry if you're not resonating with all of the readings, I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there somewhere. Now for those of you who are interested in the astrology, we have quite a doozy of a week. Things are going to start getting moving and get moving fast, particularly in your connections. But before I go into it, I wanted to discuss the poll. Yes, there's 2 things. There's a poll and then there's the cadence of videos this week. Now I'll start with the poll. I just put the poll up over the weekend about how we're enjoying this new format of videos. So if you could just pop over there and cast your vote, whether you're enjoying it, whether you want to see less of it, more of it, you want to go back to the old format, or you don't care, just let me know. Either way, it really helps to inform the channel and the types of content we deliver here, because this is a community-based channel. I don't make decisions in a vacuum, guys. Your feedback really counts. Now for the cadence of videos. Yeah, I failed right out the gate, guys. I'm so sorry. Originally, I had planned to publish 2 videos per day because we're going to make space for the Easter surprise. Now don't worry, all of your videos are going to happen as usual. The Easter surprise is definitely coming too, but it'll just be a bit of a surprise when you get them. It is spring break here in the UK, or as we call it, Easter half term, because that's such a sexy phrase. It means that I'm having to work around other people because, you know, school's out for spring and all that. So I'm recording here and there when I can, grabbing a moment. Now that doesn't mean that I have any less focus on your readings and what's coming through in the messages. It's just we've got to be a little bit flexible this week. And that's okay. We're in Aries season. We can do it. So although I'm going to try my hardest to stick to the schedule as published, I might have to be flexible here and there on the days, but please rest assured that you will all receive your readings before the week is out. That's very important, guys. We stay consistent, even if it's just a day here or 2 where a reading might come a little bit early or a little bit delayed. I just want to make sure that you get it before we reach Sunday. Okay, now back to the content of the channel and what you're here for. Thank you for listening to my spiel. Those of you who are interested in the astrology and what's going on for air signs, we have some movers and shakers coming in this week. Yeah, starting with the 3rd of April, which is Friday. Venus is going to sextile Pluto. This is quite a big movement. Venus is the ruler of Libra. Libra, you're going to be feeling this, you are, but also all the other air signs are going to be feeling this as well. It's actually quite a positive energy coming from Venus, particularly with Pluto. Pluto is the destroyer. Pluto likes to break things apart so you can piece them all back together again. He kind of gets a little bit of a bad rap, you know, he's associated with the dark and mysterious. He's a Scorpio's ex-ruler. I mean, if anyone knows why Pluto is Scorpio's ex-ruler, I'd love to know the tea on that, please. And so it gets a little bit of a bad rap, you know, it's kind of like a dark side kind of planet, right? But with Venus, those energies are really, really softening Pluto out. So you might see some more exploratory energy coming between you and your connections. Yeah, particularly romance or love. And love comes in many different forms. Love is family and friends as well, so it doesn't always have to be romantic. But you might start deconstructing what those connections mean to you and also how they function as well. So you might see some changes coming in the way you interact with people or the way people interact with you. So if you've been going for a bit of a dry spell, if you're dating, you might see a sudden influx of interest, particularly from people you wouldn't normally be drawn to or be drawn to you. Things might look a little bit different for you air signs over the next month. Those of you in connections, you might find yourself wanting to do different or new things, or also exploring how you can strengthen your partnership, and also things about the partnership that might need to come away that are kind of derailing your progress as a couple, rather than supporting and assisting the development of your connection. And you might see some added tension come in because that Pluto energy works both ways. As much as Venus affects Pluto, Pluto affects Venus. So if you've been under any romantic strain, it might come to a little bit of a head this week. So just be mindful how you tread and how you're communicating. That God Mercury is going direct. So hopefully all communication should be clear. And it might be a little bit rocky for those of you that might be having a negative experience with your partnerships, but maybe keep a low profile next week. You don't have to engage with these energies, just a little warning that they might be coming towards you. We also have Mars sextiling Uranus on the 8th of April. This is going to be quite a comfortable little phase for air signs. Uranus is Aquarius's ruler, so Aquarius, you're going to be feeling it, and Uranus is the planet of change. So you might see some unexpected news or unexpected changes at work, particularly when fired up by Mars. It's going to be something quite sudden. It might be quite intense. Things might change quickly. It comes in quite fast. So watch yourself, air signs. But what's great about you guys, you're highly, highly adaptable to your surroundings. So I don't think this is going to stress you out at all. I actually think, given the recent energies we've been experiencing here that have been kind of slow up till now or confusing, it's actually a nice little break for air signs. And this is going to be more your pace than the other elements are going to be feeling it. I think the fire signs will be okay. Earth and water remains to be seen. But you lean into it, air signs. I think something's coming along to shake things up for you under that planetary energy. But it's not meant to cause you any kind of anxiety. This is a positive change. I feel positive changes coming in for you rather than negative ones. And if anything negative does come in, then you have very supportive energies around you to help you adapt and change to unexpected circumstances. But be mindful, air signs, we also have Mars entering Aries on the 9th. Now, I know we're going a little bit outside of the standard 7-day forecast when I mention this, but overall, it's kind of quiet on the first end of the week. You know, things are just going to be going down as usual, but things speed up as the week comes to a close. So I thought I'd mention some of the movements that were coming in early next week. We will be talking about them again. I think I'll be publishing a video of yours on one of them, but just to give you an heads up that things are going to start moving even faster. So that Mars sextiling Uranus energy is coming in just at the gateway as of Mars also entering Aries. So it's going to be a crazy couple of weeks, and the run up through April, things are going to move really, really fast. Make sure you're checking your calendars, that you know where you need to be and what's going down, because you might be called on last minute to make changes, to do new things, to drop old things, to adapt. So this is going to be a month that's going to really keep you on your toes, air signs, but especially for you, as we've had all the retrogrades, we've had the Pisces energy, and we've had all that jazz going on, which is kind of felt a little bit heavy on the air signs. This is a much lighter, faster paced, warmer energy coming in throughout April, where you're going to see yourself getting stuff done. Now, what does this mean about your individual house activations? Well, starting with Gemini, this is going to particularly highlight your 11th house of communication and social circles. Basically anything that is bigger than yourself, that expands to your personal social circles and also your work social circles as well. So just be mindful, there might be some changes coming in, there might be some conflicts as well, because that fiery Aries and Mars energy coming in so strongly over the next week. Yes, it's great for things you're passionate about and in love with and want to get down to doing, and everyone's all on board. But likewise, if there's some people not seeing eye to eye, or some things not quite working out or fitting together, that's going to become even more intense and maybe possibly see even more friction. It is ripe for tempers to flare, for people to say and do things that they don't necessarily mean in the heat of the moment. So take a step back if you find yourself in any of those situations with other people, particularly at work, Gemini. Don't confront it now. Things have a likelihood of getting a little bit out of hand, so maybe just sit on it, maybe wait till next week when the energies calm down just a little bit. There's going to be lots of other changes and distractions happening for you as well in those circles over the next week, so I think you've got plenty to be getting on with without having to throw yourself into some unnecessary conflict, which I don't think will resolve itself this week given the energies that are being lent to us over the next 7 days. But otherwise, when we're looking on the positive, more lighter side of these energies, which you absolutely absolutely have access to, Gemini. You're going to see some really powerful changes coming for you at work, also in your personal networks. You're going to see opportunities coming in. You might be offered a new chance to prove yourself in some way. There's going to be a bit of a spotlight on you, Gemini. So how are you contributing to the team? And how are people watching you do that? The way this translates into 3D is you might be asked to do the next sales projection presentation, and you do such a good job, it lands you a promotion. Those sorts of things happening, Gemini. For those of you where work is not your main focus, this is more to do with your home and your connections. So you might be meeting new people, but you'll be meeting them via the people that you already know, okay? This is an expansion out of what you already have, Gemini. It's not you just going off way out in yonder and discovering something new, although some of you might be. You might be doing it with people you already know, or you'll be meeting new people through people you already know, or being introduced to new places, or maybe even just introduced to a new book and expanding your horizons in that way. So keep a weather eye, Gemini. You've got some good stuff coming in. There is some potential for there may be some fallouts or disagreements, but I don't think it's anything that you can't handle, Gemini. You are one of the most charismatic of the air signs, super social. You know how to handle such situations with grace. So I have no doubt that you will coast through this week. You can grab a couple of opportunities as you slide on through the next 7 days. They're coming for you. Some will be more subtle than others, so be a little sensitive to these new opportunities coming in. Something that might seem really small, i.e. would you like to grab a coffee with me at lunchtime, could turn into something big. I don't know, oh, I thought you might like this new job opportunity. Or, oh, we're going on a holiday, would you like to come? Or something like that coming in. It's coming from the people you already know. You might also see changes in those connections too. We still have Saturn knocking about in Aries, putting what's right for us, setting boundaries, but I think we're over the bulk of the whole retrograde, people spinning out of your life energy, at least until the next retrograde season. So for now, it's focusing on who you already have in your life. How are you interacting with them? How are you meeting with them? Are you getting out enough? And really making yourself known for what it is that you do and for what it is you want to do. Let people know what your ambitions are, what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve, and you'll find more people will be available to help you out than you initially thought. For Libra, this week is going to hit your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Yes, so that's business partnerships, it's romantic relationships, it's family relationships, it's friends. You're going to see some big changes coming in those areas, and there might also be some fiery, passionate energy between you and some particulars as well, so watch out for that. You have a lot of Mars, Aries happening around you. You've got Venus, your ruler, squaring Pluto on the 3rd. Now, this can be quite a conflicting energy, but positive if handled well. When Pluto and Venus combine, it really puts a little bit of tension and strain into connections, particularly romantic connections. They can go both ways. That tension could be romantic tension, or it could be one of dissatisfaction, depending on where you are in your romantic connections. If you're out dating and looking for a bit of spice, it's a great energy. Those of you who might be navigating a difficult situation with a partner, things might become a little bit more strained and a little bit more intense. The key is just to try and soften it the best you can, Libra, and I have every faith that you can. You are the scales. You're all about fairness and balance. You know when to step away. You are the mediators of the zodiac. So if anyone can handle these kinds of energies, it's you, Libra. It's you. There's some gems of opportunities in doing so for you as well. Things will iron out eventually, but it might be a bit of a challenge. Pluto likes to call into question any weak spots in connections or any weak spots in processes. If he finds them, he highlights them to bring them down so you can rebuild and strengthen those weak spots. It's so overall you are building almost a fortress of energetic strength between you and others this week. Also, those connections that are already strong will come to the forefront. They'll be really there for you this week. You might find yourself needing to lean on them a little bit. You might just find yourself wanting to spend more time with those people because it's nice and they are centers of balance and almost refuge for you, Libra. But if there's anything imbalanced, likewise, it will be highlighted and called into question this week in an attempt to balance them back in your favor and theirs too, because it's all about equal give and take and it's all about fairness. With all that Mars energy as well, we have Mars entering Aries, we have Mars sextiling Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of change. So you might see some changes in your connections as well. There might be some heated disputes, or there might be things spicing up in other more positive ways that end in changes to your connections. So be mindful, there's going to be a lot happening, and it might also move quite quickly. Now, I actually think this is going to be a nice balance for you as an air sign. We've just been through Pisces season, very watery, a little bit slower than air usually likes. But with this fire energy, things are really speeding up. And what do I say? When fire meets air, we get fireworks or explosions, depending on how you handle it. And this is no different, Libra. So just be mindful of how you're communicating. Thankfully, Mercury is going direct, so there should be any communication issues, not least this week. And take time out and by yourself if you need it. Just because it is a week for your connections doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be with people all the time. You might need time away in some situations to reflect on those connections and how you feel about them. It's usually when we step away from something, we get a clearer, more bird's eye view of what's going on, and we can make better decisions surrounding where we want these connections to go and evolve. But overall, Libra, I think it's going to be a pretty good week for you. You're going to be spending a lot of time with other people, a lot of time with partners, a lot of time with friends, people who support you along the way. Take the good with the bad, as always, Libra. These things are a double-edged sword. It's really what you make it and what your perception is, but expect some things to shake up this week when it comes to your romantic connections in particular. For Aquarius, this week is going to hit your third house of communication and decision making. Your ruler Uranus is sextiling Mars in the next few days. This is going to be an important shift for you. You might be getting some unexpected breakthroughs. You might be getting unexpected communication. Uranus is the planet of change and exploration, so you might feel compelled to, speak a truth, or other people will speak a truth to you, which will then trigger changes to come about. Things might change around you unexpectedly to do with, maybe your home or your car or some other situation that is not to do with another energy that's a human being, but just with the structure and daily routines which you are carrying out as well. Be mindful of how you communicate with others this week and how others are communicating with you. Make sure that you have those boundaries in place. Saturn is still in Aries, making sure that you do. There's going to be a lot of movement for you, Aquarius, in many different ways. Some of you, it might be as literal as you buying a new phone. There you go. There's your changes in communication. Some of you might find people being a little bit less available to communicate than normally, and likewise some more people being more available to communicate regularly. You're going to be touching base with a lot of people, and it's all about moving things forwards for you. Will we move the project forward? Have we reached this deadline? What are we going to do on our next date? Where are we going to go on our next holiday? These are the types of themes that are going to be coming towards you, but also where you're going to find yourself mentally thinking. You're thinking about future planning and decision making for changes to occur in the future as well, not just this week. What you decide to do today could have effect on you next month, next year, next decade. Not to put too much pressure on you there, Aquarius. You usually get a heads up on these types of decision when they come about. But just be mindful to take a moment before reaching final conclusions, not to make any rash decisions either. We have a lot of the Aries energy bouncing about, which are making things feel extra fast, a little bit heated in the good and the bad ways as well. You might be getting up to some spicy talk with somebody, or you could be arguing with them. It's going to come in many shapes and sizes. There might be some places of tension, places of frustration, but it's all to serve the purpose, Aquarius, of moving things forward to you. If something feels stuck, it might be the time you just got to let it go and just keep on going and stop talking about it. Stop going over it. Where are you wasting your words? Where can your words be better spent, and your time and your attention on making progress in life instead of going over the same loops and cycles? Yep, this is what the astrology is asking for you this week. So where can you start afresh? Have you got new ideas that you want to express? Have you got new visions? Have you had a breakthrough in a problem you might have been facing and stuck in the past couple of weeks? All these new revelations are coming towards you this week in terms of your directions, how you make decisions as well. What's important to you? What are your values? Where do you want to be in the next 6 to 12 months? And who do you want to be with in that time as well? All of this is about connectivity at a baseline for you, Aquarius. Communication is what connects us all. So who are you connecting with? How are you connecting with them? And also, how does that help you and hinder you for your long-term vision? Okay, I'm going to cut it there, guys. I've gone over time. I find the Astrolo-Tea section is getting a little bit longer and longer, but it's because there's so much astrology, and I'm trying to narrow it down to make it a little bit more personable for each of the signs as well. I've seen a number of ways people have been doing this on YouTube, and I'm tweaking it to make it fit for our community and the channel. So please visit the poll. Give me some feedback on how you feel this is going. Are you enjoying the astrology? Do you want more astrology? Do you want less astrology? This is an informed channel. I don't make decisions just by myself sitting here wondering what you might think. I look at the feedback, I read your comments, and I absolutely love the support and engagement for the channel. So thank you so much. It's more than I could possibly have even imagined, even though we're still teeny tiny, guys. We're growing every day and going from strength to strength, and I love being here with you. Today's readings have been brought to you by the Be the Change mug. Yeah, I don't know why I always seem to choose this for air signs. I don't know. You had it last week as well. I don't know. I think this is just your mug now, guys. I think it's just your mug. I think I might choose a mug per element, and there'll be the ambassadors or the mascots of the video. Anyway, I'm rambling now, air signs. I'm rambling. I'm going to get straight onto the readings now. I'm super excited to see what comes through for you. So do remember to subscribe and turn your notification bell on to make sure that you get the rest of your astrology as I roll them out each week, and all of your tarot as well. And thank you so much for being here, air signs, and I will see you over at your reading. Hi Gemini, and welcome to your reading. Today we're doing a past, present and future for you. So let's see what's coming through for you. Okay, can you show me Gemini, please? Can you show me Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Gemini, please. Can you show me Gemini? Oh, okay. In the recent past, we've got the Seven of Swords, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, what's been going on, Gemini? This does not look good. Something was hurting you, but you're putting up with it. Why you're putting up with it, I don't know. Were you waiting for it to pay off? You're like, there's got to be a point to this. Surely, if I endure, then I'll get the reward at the end. And there will be a payoff. But that belief is deceptive. It also implies that this process, you actually learned something from this process, which I wouldn't be surprised. But the Seven of Swords is telling me it's kind of a deceptive energy, but the suffering in itself was a strategy to try and get something. Now, I'm not saying you're trying to get things. I'm not saying that at all. But often, you know, when we struggle, we expect by human nature that there's going to be some reason for it. So you're saying it's all for a good reason, it's all for a good cause, it will pay off later on down the line. I don't know whether or not it did though, because that belief is deceptive in nature to you. I think you believe that, but I don't think that's the case. Okay, let me go into the current energies, please, for Gemini. The Five of Swords in reverse here. You're not saying something. The King of Cups. These came out together. The Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. You're working on something. I kind of just have the phrase, you're flogging a dead horse here. You're flogging a dead horse. There's something you are working on, you're waiting out for. You're not expressing how you truly feel. The King of Cups is here, so you're emotionally bound to whatever this is. Now, this could be a person, this could be a situation, it could be anything. But you're like, but I love it. If I love it and I work hard at it, it will work out. Not necessarily, Gemini. I don't like these swords. Without these two, it's like, yeah, do you know what? Maybe it will. Maybe you are enduring, but these two here, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords is avoidance. Sorry, Five of Swords in reverse. In the context of this reading, there's an avoidant energy here. I don't know if that's yours or someone else's. So I'm going to go into the near future for you, Gemini. The near future, please. The near future. The near future, please. The Five of Wands. Okay, it comes out. Right, okay, it's not suppressed that long. Oh, right, okay. The Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Oh. You ask for something for yourself and it all falls apart, and you don't even ask that much. You say, hey, can I? Hey, can we? Oh, by the way. And then you're met with resistance. Severe resistance in relation to the nature and size of the request. There's something you need, or something you have learned that you want to express. That's the Page of Pentacles. And you express it so sweetly, Gemini. It's very, very small. Page energy is very small. It's like, hey, sorry to bother you, but... And almost like the person you're talking to is like, how dare you ask me that? How dare you? Who is this? Who are you dealing with, Gemini? Let's find out. Let's clarify. Okay, can I get to the Seven of Swords, please? Can I get the Seven of Swords? The Seven of Swords, please. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords. Okay, the Five. Then I cannot even say the numbers. You are really holding your tongue with whoever this is. Okay? 8 Swords. The High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles. There's kind of a blind faith that this is for a good reason. Now, I'm going to try and choose. I'm going to just choose to believe you on that one for now, Gemini. All right? You're like, yep, this is how I give in this context. This is me giving by staying out the way, by not expressing anything, by just being hurt, by it's like you're tolerating someone because it's the right thing to do. At least you think that's the right thing to do, but it's not. You think you're listening to your intuition, but you're not. It's distorted because it's being filtered through the 8 of Swords. For some reason, I'm really struggling with that card today. And the 7 of Swords. I can't speak, Gemini. What's going on? It's like my words have dissolved. The energy is very confused. And it's impacting me a little bit, so bear with me. I'm going to cross this way and not down. I was told to do that, so let's see. Yeah, by my intuition. It's coming through the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Lots of Swords energy before you reach your intuition. That's what I was trying to say, which is a lot of mind interference. So I think you are listening to your higher self, your intuition, but it's not. It's coming from fear. Okay, the 5 of Swords reversed. What's this? The 5 of Swords reversed for Gemini. That's too many, Gemini. I'm sorry. We've got to go again. One more shuffle, please. The 5 of Swords for Gemini. Oh, okay. You have the 4 of Wands. So there's a partnership here. Okay. The 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Yes, you do have needs. Yes. Of course. As time goes on, and I think you're at that point now, you're like, this actually can't continue much longer. I'm part of this connection as well. And I want to express my needs too. You start running out of patience, Gemini. Okay, can I get the 5 of Wands, please? The 5 of Wands in the near future. Let's have a look at this. The 5 of Wands. The Empress, good. The Queen of Swords, there you go, speaking you in the truth there. The Hierophant and your beliefs, yeah, that's right, that's right. The thing is, the person you're dealing with is very, very stuck in their beliefs. We've got the Empress. The Empress is quite flexible. She does what she needs to get done for the greatest abundance for all. The Hierophant, not so much. You have to bend around the Hierophant. He doesn't bend for you. He's traditions. He's belief structures. He is... What can I refer it to? I keep wanting to say old father time, but he's not. It's more the hermit. But you know what I mean. He represents that which is... that has always been and will always be. Or has stood in place for a long, long time. So... the Hierophant expects you to bend to him, not the other way around. He literally depicted that in his card. There's 2 people bent before him. So I have a feeling this is you and this is whoever we're dealing with. This is someone that you look up to, you respect, you admire, you've known them for a long time. But you want to speak your truth. Because speaking your truth on whatever matter this is will benefit everybody. It's just convincing them of that fact. And I don't think they're convinced, Gemini, if I'm honest with you. At least not yet. Okay, let's rewind. Let's go back to that 5 of Pentacles. What is this? What is it that you're going without or feeling a lack or loss of? The Five of Pentacles, please. Something's been off, hasn't it, Gemini? The Five of Pentacles, please. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. The Creator, yes, I know that. The Four of Wands, yes, inside this commitment, and the Six of Swords. And you're doing it for a quiet life. Yeah, okay. I know, I get it. You're telling me you're taking ownership of the fact that you're not going without, that you're going without. You're not expecting this other energy to read your mind. You're saying, yeah, I'm not telling them. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. Why? Because you don't want to rock the boat. Literally, the Six of Swords is moving on to calmer waters and not rocking the boat. You don't want to rock the boat within this partnership with whoever or whatever this is. Again, this does not have to be a person. This could just be you generally being unhappy at work. Maybe you're being underpaid or something like that. But you don't want to risk losing your position or people being funny with you. You're like, I've created this. The Creator, I've created this. I'm doing this on purpose. There's a point. I'll be patient now. I will reap the rewards later. The thing is, this person or energy you're dealing with, it doesn't seem to be moving. Not yet. But let's see. Can I go to the King of Cups, please, in the current energy? How are you feeling about this one? No, so well, I'm not surprised. It's just stressing you out. We've got the Hermit in reverse and Judgment. But yeah, you're keeping so much bottled up, Gemini. This is crazy. Hermit in reverse, that's an adverse hermit. You're not learning. You're not retreating to learn and to develop and spend time by yourself. You're probably doing that, but the reason you're retreating from this situation is for reasons that are actually quite damaging rather than to help you. It's because you putting other people before yourself. It's good to put other people before yourself, Gemini. Being selfless and doing selfless acts is a great thing. But there are times where you need to say, look, I need this. It stops you being taken advantage of. There's a decision you need to make. Judgment. Your judgment call coming in. I think you know if you said something, it would change things. And you don't know which way it's going to change it. So you're not doing it. Either it's full acceptance and you get what you want and it's wonderful. Or it's not full acceptance and you lose something. Or something changes for the negative. Now, I think you know which way that's going to go. That's why you're not doing it. Because if you felt free to express yourself to whoever or whatever this is, you'd have done it by now. You've been sitting on this a while. And yeah, we've got the world, hidden energy. It's a concern that it might end something that you don't want to end, not quite yet. Okay, the Page of Cups. So what are we saying here? The Page of Cups, please. The Page of Cups. It's also something that you need. It's so totally reasonable. It's probably less than what you deserve, what you're asking for. That's the thing. All right, the Page of Cups, please. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, please. The Page of Cups. The Hierophant again. Right, okay. You might be dealing with a Taurus, or Taurus season might be significant as well. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, the Six of Wands. Yeah, that's actually you asking. You're like, you get brave. You go, okay, I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask for this thing for myself. Whether it be a promotion, or I need a day at the spa, or I need you to start taking on more chores. I don't know what it is you're asking this person, this Hierophant figure. But you're like, hey, do you mind? You set the scene up and everything. You try and catch them in their best mood. You put a lot of thought into how you're going to make this approach. You've also been nervous about it and you've had to build up confidence to do it. Six of Wands is about confidence and confidence building and being confident and being out there. Nine of Pentacles, resource management for yourself. Hierophant again. Page of Cups, you ask very sweetly, very considerately. I don't like the response you're getting. Part of you puts this person on a bit of a pedestal, I'm not going to lie. Maybe literally they are, like they might be the director of the company. Like I get that, but you, in your head at least, put yourself so small next to who this person is. But the thing is, energetically, that's not the case because you are the Empress, and the Empress and the Hierophant certainly can square off. They're both major arcana. They are equal when it comes to energies. They just have different functions and different ways of being. But you place yourself just as a Nine of Pentacles. That's pre-Empress energy. It's one below. Okay, Page of Pentacles, please. No, we're not doing the Page of Pentacles. I keep doing this. I keep going down the line there and I'm not supposed to. I keep giving myself a telling off. We are going to... Oh, yeah. Do you know what? We will use the below deck. 9 of Wands in the recent past. What are you afraid of? What are you being coy about here, Gemini? The 9 of Wands, please. The 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, please. The 9 of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. I know it was part of the plan, and I know I've not forgotten. The Page of Pentacles. Okay, right, we'll check that out. And the Wheel of Fortune. You're waiting for the right time to come forward on this. You're like, the key is in the timing. There's something about timing here for you. You've been holding back for a while. You're like, it's part of the plan. It's part of the plan. But the plan doesn't seem to be working out here, though, Gemini. They still seem pissed off. This is to do with your stability. You need something to do with your stability. You're working on it here. So let's have a look. In the current energy, you're like, I'm working on it. I'm doing it. I'm working on it. 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. I mean, I trust you, Gemini, but I'm seeing this outcome here and I'm like, really? Okay. Unless that's what you wanted. You just wanted to get them mad. No, they don't seem getting mad. I just see they're not being an eye to eye. Right, the 8 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. The 8 of Cups. Oh, what's this? The Queen of Cups. Strength. Whoever this is, you are being so mindful to express this in a loving way. You are. That's beautiful, Gemini. I mean, regardless of what this person is about, that's very nice and considerate. Not a lot of people do that. You're trying to care for yourself. You're trying to care for them. You're having to emotionally detach for now from what the outcome might be or how it might go. You're like, I just need to persevere. You're like, it's hard though. Strength. It's hard. But I'm doing it. I'm determined. Okay. And I mean on holding out, saying anything. You're not saying anything because you're caring for them first. Trying to emotionally detach how it impacts you. If you think about it too much, you might actually give in. That's why you don't think about it. Okay, the Page of Pentacles, please. The Page of Pentacles in the near future. The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. And that pointed back to here, so we will read them together. The Page of Swords. Okay, you have a lot of pages in this connection. Oh, there's a Knight, though. Knight of Cups and the 7 of Wands. You're holding so much in, Gemini. You must be doing your own head in. Something, what you want to say is so small. But behind it is so much love and you're like, no, 7 of Wands, no. I'm not saying it. You do eventually. Eventually you do. You allow it. It's all more about you allowing yourself to do this, not them allowing you, nothing. You're the biggest hurdle in some ways, Gemini, in this, rather than whoever this is. I mean, maybe there's an external circumstance outside of your control preventing you from saying anything or doing anything. That is also possible. I don't see the 3D here. I just see your energy reacting to the 3D. It's like, imagine watching a movie, but you only get to see 50% of the actor's reactions. You have to guess what the other side of the story is. And you can do a pretty good job. But sometimes with things like this, I'm like, is there something? I can never be quite sure. Is there something where you cannot say anything? The only reason why I think that it's more of a confidence thing is because we have the Wands. The Wands are orientating themselves to suggest as such, but you're also placing yourself underneath this person energetically. If you were placing them as equal, yourself as equal, I'd be like, yeah, there's probably another circumstance. It's probably just not appropriate. But you're like, no. It's like you are tiptoeing up to them to ask them this. There's a nervousness around it. There's a fear around it in the energy. That's why I'm like, I don't think there's a reason other than your fear, how you perceive them, and how you perceive the outcome to be, and anxiety around the outcome and things of that nature. Okay, I'm going to get some universal advice for you, Gemini. Go get some universal advice for Gemini, please. Universal advice for Gemini. Universal advice, please. King of Cups. Okay, there's love in this connection. I have seen that sporadically. We have the King of Cups twice. Okay, you got a big old heart, Gemini. Of course you have. You've shown me that over and over again. That's the Nine of Pentacles again. 3 out of 4 decks, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. That's you. In the context of this reading. And the Nine of Wands, I know. Nine of Wands in this deck is respect. Please understand how much you are worth. You have a big old heart that deserves a lot, Gemini. It's knowing your worth, 100%. How much can you put up with? How much are you going to want to put up with? And does your own heart deserve this? Are you choosing yourself? Are you being your own best friend? Are you saying when no is enough? Are you willing to walk away from things that just hurt you or treat you less than or don't consider you? It shouldn't be this much effort to ask someone who's supposed to care about you for something that you need, especially when it's this small. Because your heart deserves the world, you King of Cups. But you're only asking for a page, a thimble full of love from whoever this is, and that seems to be an issue. I'm not telling you what to do here, Gemini, just a few points for you to consider from the universe. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. It really helps the channel out. If you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, then check the description box below. And with that, Gemini, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Hi, Libra, and welcome to your reading. Today we're doing a past, present, future, just to take a look at where you're at, where you were, and where you're going. Can you show me Libra, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can you show me Libra, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra. Can you show me Libra, please? Can you show me Libra? Libra, please. Oh, hang on, we've got a card that's the wrong way around. It's a bonus card for you, Libra. The Three of Pentacles. We've got some support networks there, Libra. Very nice. Or one in particular. A group, a project. There's Three of Pentacles after Tarot means a project coming to a close, completion, mastery. Nice. Okay, Ace of Swords, recent past. Okay, we've got a few. We got them. The Ace of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. There's that work. Three of Pentacles. There's other people who told you Two of Cups. Yeah. Okay. You've been working on something with someone and you were told something. You found out something. Something new came in. Some new information. Something like that. Something was said, communicated. Okay, right. That was the recent past, Libra. All right. In the current energy for Libra, we have the Three of Cups. Okay. King of Pentacles and the Hermit. I mean, overall, this is a pretty solid connection. I'm not seeing third party yet. I've got to see far more evidence of that on the Three of Cups before jumping to it. I'm not a rage bait tarot reader, Libra. I'm not just going to jump to that. I just see this as fun. So this is someone who you enjoy their company. They are your friend. Could possibly be a lover. We have the Two of Cups here, right? Either way, there's a strong emotional bond. You may have known them a while, King of Pentacles. If not, it just feels solid. You know where you're at. A Hermit, though. There's something bothering you underneath all of this. And I think it's to do with this Ace of Swords. Because until then, you were cool. And this is cool. This is not so cool. Now, I like the Hermit, I do. But when you're discussing how you're getting along with someone and the Hermit comes up, someone's drawing back. You, them, I don't know. We'll find out and we clarify. Okay, let's go to the near future, please, for Libra. The near future. What's going on in that near future energy? Oh, okay, sure. The Six of Pentacles reversed. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. The World. I'm sorry, Libra. To be honest, I'm not seeing this as being that bad. Something is off. It needs to be addressed. You've been putting up with it for a while. The cycle on that is closing. Doesn't necessarily mean the connection is closing. There's something unequal is happening here or distorted. to do with your resource management and the way things are playing out in the physical. Emotionally, it's all there, but you're disgruntled, Libra. Let's go find out why. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords, please? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. It's almost like... Now, this is bizarre because we've got... Do you know if the Nine of Pentacles was this way? I'll explain this. People learning. I'll be like, okay, you're being unreasonable here, Libra. But I don't think you are, because the Nine of Pentacles here is no, sorry, I'd say you were being reasonable. You were being reasonable, right? But your Nine of Pentacles is reversed. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, the right way up, is resource management and your needs being met. Yours is reversed, so there's some distortion about what it is that you actually need. Or you're mismanaging something to do with your resources. Now, resources, time, attention, money, things of that nature. And it's you. This is a solo YOLO card. In connection to how you are connecting with whoever this is. I don't know if you're placing an expectation on it or something of that nature, but let's see. Okay, can I get an Ace of Swords, please? Let's clarify the Ace of Swords in your recent past. The Ace of Swords in the recent past. Okay, we have the Hanged Man. It's reversed. Always seems to come out reversed in this one. The Two of Cups reversed. It came out reversed. We take it reversed. The Sun reversed. Oh, you got confused. So you got confused. Now, I'm not seeing the end of the connection. I'm just saying you're confused about the connections. It's all reversed. The Sun reversed is almost like moon energy. Two of Cups reversed, something distorted in a connection, pre-existing. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man isn't the Hanged Man when he's in reverse. He's the right way up, technically. But when the Hangman's reversed, it almost implies that Hangman time is needed and it's not being taken. You need a new perspective on this. So I think you are confused. Okay, let's go into the current energy. The Three of Cups, please. The Three of Cups, please. The Three of Pentacles. Okay, we saw the Three of Pentacles when we came in the split. I knew it would be important. We've got Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Something about how this is worked out or communicated. Temperance and the Emperor. Somebody here is being very intentional. So why are you confused? That's probably you then, Libra. And you've remained consistent and intentional and reliable and fun. So what is the problem, Libra? It seems that everyone seems to be showing up this way. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. That just means others again. Okay? Unless I see some other indication of there being court cards. Usually court cards tell me if it's third party, to be fair. But I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing this thing as being cooperative. It's being fun. It's being consistent. So what is the issue? Why are you confused? Okay, or were you in the recent past? The Five of Swords. Something's not being said. You're just going along with it then, Libra? Right, the Six of Pentacles in reverse for Libra, please, in the near future. The Six of Pentacles in reverse in the near future for Libra. The Page of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Well, yeah, you're right. The more you cling on to this, the more painful it's going to be for you. Now, I don't mean cling on to the connection. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the more you cling on to... I should feel like there's an expectation here, maybe. If something you're like, but I learned that this is how things are supposed to be, and it's not that way, so now I'm hurt. But if it's not for you, Libra, let it go. But it seems energetically pretty good, so I don't know. Let's do some more digging and get to the bottom of this, Libra. All right, the Eight of Pentacles in the recent past, please. The Eight of Pentacles in the recent past. The Eight of Pentacles in the recent past, please. The Star. Okay, you have a dream, a hope, a wish. And the King of Swords, which you have expressed. The Magician, and you're working on. So there's no secret what your aims and goals here. And I think you've spoken about this together. I think you're both on the same page and working in the same direction. Nice, okay. Right, King of Pentacles in the near... I'm trying to find the problem with this other person, Libra. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. Give me something to work with, Libra. Come on. Right, the King of Pentacles, please. The King of Pentacles in the current energy. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. Here's a confusion. Okay, you're going to tell me now. The Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Oh. It's not moving fast enough for one of you. Both of you. I think just one of you, to be honest. I think maybe you, Libra. Queen of Wands, she knows what she wants. She goes out to get it. She knows what she wants because she's got the Page of Pentacles with her. She's like, yep, it's that over there. Then the Seven of Wands. Sorry, the Seven of Cups. Over the King of Pentacles. It's like, this is slow. For the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles is slow movement. And that's causing the confusion, the Seven of Cups. Slow, slow, slow. And the Queen of Wands is getting a bit frustrated. Okay, thank you for telling me that, Libra. Let's go to the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That makes sense now in the near future. It's just you having a little wobble, Libra. Right, can I get the Nine of Pentacles in the near future, please? The King of Cups. The Nine of Wands. The Ace of Wands, yeah. You're like, oh, God. Okay, I know better than this. You're trying to sit on your hands. You're trying to let the emotions develop as they need to, but it feels very off for you. It doesn't feel right. And yeah, I think you're leaking expectations onto the people to go at your speed when they're going at their own speed. I think that's just what's happening here. Because it's coming under a mismanagement of resources, which is time, attention, all the things I just mentioned. Okay. But in that energy, nestled in that energy is a lot of love. Whoever you have in mind, whoever this is you're connecting to. Nine of Wands, they're your lessons. Wounded Warrior, you've been through this before. And the Ace of Wands, you're aware that you can be impatient. You're aware of it. Nine of Wands is learning lessons. You've learned about your Ace of Wands. You know you're a Libra. You might have a lot of fire in your chart. But you know you're a Libra that likes to just get stuff done and just be there and arrive already. Well, the other energy latched to you is Pentacles. Slow, slow, steady. And you're getting a little bit frustrated. You want to get to the good, juicy stuff. And you're a little way off from the good, juicy stuff. But you're still having a good time. But to you, it's coming across. I understand though, Libra. To you, it's coming across confusing. If you're a fast-paced person and you've in the past had other fast-paced connections and you met one that's really nice but slow, it can feel like rejection. It's not, it's just slow. Okay, let's go to, do you know, after Tarot wants to come back out. Okay, fair enough. There's your Hermit again in the hidden energy. Let's get the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, please. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. Let's look at the nature of this, okay? Two of Cups. Judgment. Okay, interesting. Here you go. King of Wands says your counterpart right there. And the Seven of Cups. The person attached to you isn't confused. They've made their choice. Their choice is you. They have been very resolute. I choose Libra. I'm going to develop things with Libra very slowly, but I choose Libra, Libra, Team Libra. They also like your fire. They like that about you. Because you bring that out in them when you're together. That's why I'm seeing so much joy when you are connected. I think in separation, in the Hermit, is when all the worry starts coming out. Okay? Judgment, no, this person's made their choice. Seven of Cups in the After Tarot. It's confusion. In normal tarot, which you got, your person drew after tarot, Seven of Cups, which is a man who's, or woman, or whoever this is, having made their choice out of other choices. King of Wands, very, very sure and excited about it. Very confident about their choice. And then Judgment is literally making a decision. Can't write it, Libra. You can't write it. Okay, right. Let's go into the Hermit. This is you, worry boots. Okay. Let's go to the Hermit. The Hermit, please. And the Hermit. Oh, sorry, Libra. Hair's getting involved again. It always does when I get a bit excited. The Hermit, please, for Libra. The Hermit. Two of Wands. Yes, of course. The Four of Wands, absolutely. And then there's your Ace of Wands. You get that satisfaction you want in the end. Okay? It comes after a little while where you feel like it's going nowhere and what's going on and I'm worried and I'm overthinking all of that. Well, that Ace of Wands, that frustration does go to a Four of Wands, which suggests that one of you brings up this topic at some time, and then together you're making some kind of decision. You're at a crossroads, but in a partnership, so you're making a decision on where to move together in a different direction. Can we speed things up? Can we go out more? Can we text more? Can we go on more vacations? Can we buy a bigger house? Whatever it is, it's not moving fast enough. It starts you talk to the other person, which is great. Now, I'm not staying strictly swords, but the way that the wands is lining up, I see the wands coming together and forming two. Your wand, okay? They obviously have a wand. Everyone has a wand. And then coming together. Four of Wands is unity, and then there's two there. Two wands. Two wands. Two individual wands becoming two wands, moving in the same direction. Okay. And a bit more of a comfortable pace for you. So I imagine it's you that probably brings it up, although you might be feeling a bit apprehensive to do so under that hermit energy. Okay, let's look at the world. The world, please, and the outcome. The world. The world, please. The world. Temperance, yeah. Strength, yeah. And then there's the Queen of Wands again. You're finally satisfied, darling. It's a long road to get there, though, so basically just be patient. The world here represents the end of the uncertainty. The Queen of Wands gets what she wants in the end. Oh, look, we've got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck in the universal advice as well. Beautiful. You just got to be a bit patient, my love. Temperance time is patience. Patience is a virtue. Strength is also its own form of patience. You've got to be strong to be patient. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. We're not reading genders here, just energies. Okay, let's get your universal advice. Can we get some universal advice for Libra, please? Do you know what? Hardly any swords for you today, apart from one. Bothersome one. So that's why I think it's coming from you. You're overthinking it, but barely any swords in your reading today. You have a lot of fire, or it might be representative of this season, Aries. So you might see things start to move then. The person you're connecting to might be in Aries, or you might just have strong fire placements. Okay, can I get some universal advice, please? Universal advice. The Ten of Wands. I know, more wands, I know. No, the Knight of Wands, yeah, and then the World, yeah. Things pick up pace, and it's the end of your waiting. You'll show me this gets heavy, and then your energy lightens up, and then this cycle closes. You two move together into a new cycle. There's no ending here. Only this cycle of waiting, wondering, what are they up to? What are they doing? Do they like me? Do they not like me? It's ended somehow. And you enjoy the fruits of your labour, whatever that is, Libra. Anyway, Libra, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Libra Tarot, and if you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, then check the description box below. And with that, Libra, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading. Today we're doing the past, present, futures for you to see where you've been, where you're going, and where you be at. And this is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So chill out, Aquarius. Put your feet up. Grab a beverage. Let's see what's going on for you over the next coming weeks. Okay, can you show me Aquarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius, where you be at? Let's have a look. Aquarius, please. Aquarius. Can you show me Aquarius, please? Oh, hang on. This is annoying me, Aquarius. Sorry. 1 second. Thank you. All right, Aquarius. Recent past, please, for Aquarius. In the recent past, we have the Chariot in reverse. We're not reversed. The Five of Swords. Oof. And the Two of Swords. Oof. 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 Difficult energies. Very stuck. Conflicting, not moving forward, not going anywhere, going in circles, blah, 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 blah. People are somebody's not expressing their emotions, and because they're not expressing their emotions and how they truly feel, it's making the connection itself stagnate. Now, I don't know if this is you versus just a situation in general, you versus a friend, a lover, a neighbour, no idea, your ice cream man, I don't know. But it's something about moving forwards, and it's not forward. Some of you could literally be arguing over a car. Chariot can mean literal vehicles. Sometimes tarot doesn't have to be too complicated and deep. Sometimes it ain't deep. But either way, there needs to be progress made on something which is not being made because someone's not being forthcoming with how they feel. Okay, right. Let's go into the current energy for Aquarius. We've got the Five of Cups in reverse. That's why the King of Wands reckless. So I've got the Three of Swords at the hidden energy there. And the Nine of Wands reverse. And the Devil. Oh, Jesus, Aquarius. It's going to be okay, I promise. Aquarius, I hate to say it, but this is a bit of a, you know... I'm getting like player energy. Now, I'm not seeing more than one person around whoever this is, but I'm getting someone who's not serious. This is not a serious person. This person is not serious about going anywhere. They don't want to hurt your feelings, so Five of Cups reversed. This is someone very sure of themselves, probably fabulous looking and very attractive, very charismatic. They tend to be the leader of the connection. They say where you go, when you see each other, when you don't. Because the King of Wands with the Devil, it's the mismanagement of the skills of the King of Wands. The King of Wands could be fabulous. He's a leader. He gets things done. He's a man of action. Okay? We all need a little King of Wands in our life. But with the Devil, all of his negative attributes are coming out. But there's something in this that's trying to avoid being hurt. So I said this someone you're dealing with, or this is you, Aquarius. Someone's not saying how they feel because they don't think that the other person involved will like the answer. And we have the Three of Swords in the hidden energy at the bottom of the deck. Okay, for the near future, we've got here the Page of Swords. Okay. There's anxiety here. I'm getting some anxiety here. Oh, whoa. Okay, then when we see the Page of Cups. And this one here, the Hermit. I'm not really feeling these ones. King of Swords, the Four of Cups. And the Emperor. So I thought someone was knocking on my door, but it's not. Next door and knocking on wood. Someone's not speaking their truth. There's a lot being kept in. Little bits being said. Little signs and signals are coming through with the Page of Swords. But not to the extent. Okay, let's jump in and clarify. The Chariot in reverse, please. The Chariot in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. It's almost like there's an energy involved here that's saying, look, I like you, but this is all I can offer you. And I know it's not enough. That's the long and short of this. But I haven't clarified, so let's see. Let's go to the Chariot, please. I want to see the circumstances, the situation. That could be more than a reasonable thing to offer. I don't know. So let's see. The Chariot, please, in the recent past. The Chariot. The Chariot. The Chariot, please. The Seven of Wands, and we were reversed, and it reversed itself to be upright. The Star, and yeah, this is this is end of the road energy. This is like someone's made a decision. The Hanged Man, the right way up. So reversed. Star, that a dream is no longer being pursued. Or a vision is no longer being pursued. A journey is no longer taking place. The Seven of Wands. This is as far as I go. They're still standing on the path though. Usually when energies exit us at a certain point down the road, they go, okay, this is as far as I go with you. Now I'm going over here. And that's energetically how breakups look like. When you watch somebody like this, they're like, okay, I'm not going any further, but I'm not going anywhere else either. I'm just going to stand right here. Which seems very bizarre. Why would you do that? Okay, the Five. Oh no, I'm going to go to the Five of Cups in reverse. We're going this way today, Aquarius, not that way. Okay, Five of Cups, please, in the current energy. The Hierophant, yeah, there you go. The Six of Swords and the Five of Swords. See, somebody wants things to stay as they are, but as much as they want things to stay as they are, it always drifts into the conversation of what's coming next. And when that conversation of what's coming next comes up, that's when the conflict arises. Like, where is this going? What are we? Those kinds of questions, if it's a romantic relationship. If it's not, it could be business, same applies. So that promotion you promised me, where is that? When is that happening? Oh, yeah, and you just get brushed off. It's like that. Someone wants things as they are because they have the status quo. As soon as there's talk of changing that, moving forwards, growing, conflict, distortion, pushback, resistance. They're like, nope, we're staying right here. Oh, how boring. Like, you're supposed to grow and change and evolve. It's what life is all about. Who wants everything to stay exactly the same every day, all the time? Okay, right, the Page of Swords, please, in the near future. The Page of Swords in the near future. I don't think it's you. Yeah, Judgment on its side. Somebody's delaying a decision. The Eight of Cups and the Lovers. There's an emotional disconnect here. There's an emotional disconnect here. Communication is not great. Page of Swords cannot handle these kinds of discussions. This is a King of Swords discussion, a Queen of Swords discussion, even an Ace of Swords, and not a page. You don't entrust pages with these kinds of messages. That I'm feeling emotionally distant. I'm not really connecting to you. I don't really know where the future is with you. I don't even know if I think there is going to be one. They're big conversations. That's why it's distorted. Someone's just not talking about it. They're like, yeah, well, vague, yes. You don't know if it's a yes or a no. Judgment on its side. So they're both trying to stay where they are and not move anything forward and not rock the boat. They've got 1 foot in and 1 foot out of whatever this connection is. They're just half bothered. They don't want to lose you entirely, but I'm not seeing the to try and address what the issue is to try and keep you and for it to grow as well. Like I said, they're just staying still in one place. It's very frustrating, Aquarius. Right, let's go to the Five of Swords. Let's see what this is about. Five of Swords in the recent past, please. This is when you've brought it up before. Now, this is Aquarius. I'm resonating with Aquarius, well, this is already the case. You realise this, okay? It should not be news to you. If it is, it may not be your reading, and check another placement. I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there, okay? All right, the Five of Swords, please, in the recent past. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. The King of Cups, I know. The Nine of Pentacles and the Chariot. Yeah, you're like, we're in love. We're getting married. I mean, it might not literally be that, but that's kind of the energy. You're like, I'm connected to this person emotionally, yet I still feel like a single person moving things by myself. So there's one of you, Nine of Pentacles, is like, sister, where is this going? Where is this connection going? Is it growing? Are we going to King of Cups? Or are we going backwards? Are we going to Page of Cups? Two just dropped out, the Moon. And the Nine of Swords, it's the not knowing, it's the not knowing, it's the suspense, it's that no clear answer, yes, no. There's no direction here and it's causing anxiety and problems. Okay, can I get the King of Wands, please, in the current energy? I'm feeling this is the energy you're dealing with. This has just kind of got King of Wands all over it, I'm sorry. Anyone who's been here long enough knows my love-hate relationship with the King of Wands. Okay, can I get the King of Wands? What's he saying? King of Wands, spill the tea. What's going on here? Okay, King of Wands wants to say Seven of Pentacles. Yes, King of Wands. What is it you want to say? The Lovers. Yes, that's what we're trying to get from you. And the Two of Cups. Yes. So this is a question on, are we investing in a long-term relationship here? What are we doing? Is this something we want to keep? Is this something we want to invest in? This person is very much aware of what you're talking about. There's no confusion here. You ask them directly, energetically, which is what I just did. I asked them energetically, what are you talking about? Investing in a long-term commitment. That's not really the question you want to ask the King of Wands. Okay. He's known for his impulse. Again, if I saw anything but the devil under the King of Wands, I'd be leaning more into his positive attributes. You know, this is someone, say the devil wasn't here, let's pretend. Someone who takes initiative, knows what they want, that's their drive, that's what they're going to do. The surrounding cards to this, though, are so someone pushing back. So this could just be you and you stating what you want, but also this person is very clear on what it is that you're talking about. But when they communicate it, it's all wishy-washy and all in the air. Page of Cups, please. Page of Cups in the near future. They offer you something. Let's see what it is. Page of Cups, please. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, please. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, well that's a start. The Eight of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, I see the start. They have a different dream. They'll... Honestly, if this happens, please come back and tell me. But I put my money on. They'll say, look, we'll stay like this for now because I'm working on my career. When I get to here in my career, then I'll consider a long-term investment. But until now, I'll just give you this little tiny page cup. You know, like this. Take it. Like, I know you want this big mug. Right, but this is all I can offer you for now. Take this little one. It's like that. Just to appease you. Keep quiet. Working on my career before I can settle that down into anything. Now, that is valid. That is a valid belief. I respect anyone who makes that choice. I really do. It makes sense. However, they're being deceitful because they're leading you to believe that that isn't the case. Because they're showing me here, they're not being clear with you on that. There's still indecisiveness. We've got judgment on its side. We've got emotional detachment. We've got Seven of Wands. We've got Five of Swords. It's not being communicated to a point where, like, this is healthy for me and here's the line. Take it or leave it. And then you just part ways. And this person's being very higgledy-piggledy with it. Very not entirely honest. Because you're showing me the star, they're showing me the mother star. As if to say, I have a dream that's bigger than this connection and I'm pursuing that right now. And I'm busy with that right now. But for now, you just stay over there. Page of Cups. I'll give you this little thimble. Please be patient with me. I just don't like the way they're doing it. This could be handled a lot better. Okay, right. Let's go into the... I don't know why it was only the below deck that wanted to come out for Gemini today. But looks like we're going into the After Tarot again. The Two of Swords, please. I do love the After Tarot, though. Well, that's a Hierophant. Someone's very, very much in their ways. Getting this a lot. A lot of the air signs are meeting with immovable people this month or this week. Right, the Two of Swords, please. The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, please. The Three of Cups. The King of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups. Okay. So there's a time at least this person saw the long-term vision with you, but it seems to have degraded to just hanging out and having fun. 10 to a 3. That's it the other way around. We've got the King of Pentacles in the same in the same breath. It's almost like they're saying, I'm comfortable in this in-between space of being kind of casual, but also then not kind of committed to long-term. That's comfortable for them. They see value in that. And yeah, there is value of being in that for a while. I don't know how much time has passed on this connection. I mean, you know, you don't want to be declaring you're moving in together after the first date, of course, but it looks like you're putting on a reasonable expectation that you need some indication on where things are headed. Okay, the Devil. I'm interested in what you have to say, sir. In the present energy, this is the deception here. Let's have a look. Can you show me, please? What does Aquarius need to know about this Devil? Speak, Aquarius. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, I thought so. The Four of Cups. And then the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah. This is someone taking care of themselves first, without regard for how you feel. The King of Cups in the After Tarot is drinking from his own cup. He's not offering it out to anyone. Right. And then Four of Cups. It's just not emotionally engaging with whatever it is. It's like, yeah, thanks for this cup. Don't need it. And then we've got the Ten of Wands, which in the After Tarot is laying down of a burden. That's reversed. This person's choosing to keep going, knowing this is burdensome energy. They're resisting just telling the truth, laying it out on the table, facing the music, whatever it is that we're on about. They'd rather not. They're like, no, I'm fine, so therefore everyone else should just be fine around me. I don't like who this is. Right, okay, can I get the Hermit, please? Meanwhile, you are feeling despondent and you are feeling heavy and you are feeling you're having to manage all the emotions and try and do guess where it's going and just feel your way through when sometimes you need something solid to hang on to. So this is depleting your energy there, Aquarius. Can I get the Hermit, please? The Hermit. The Hermit. The Nine of Wands. The King of Cups, okay, oh, and then you go back to your heart space, the Six of Wands. Then you go back to you and you remember your worth, thank goodness. You remember your lessons, you know what you've been through, you start questioning whether or not you want to keep going through this. Now, I don't see you making any kind of action, but I see you making yourself known, pursuing your own stuff, going your own way. It's almost like you turn around and go, well, okay, you won't commit to me. I'm not going to commit to you either. Now, I'm not saying go out there and play the field, Aquarius. I'm not saying that at all. But you start prioritising you and yourself and your own interests, and that gets noticed. That gets noticed. See, the Six of Wands here has two people in it. One being noticed and one doing the noticing. Oh, it gets noticed by others. At the moment you go, fuck it, I'm just going to start loving myself. King of Cups. And you remember this King of Cups? He's actually pouring his water away into the ocean. Because the ocean is infinite love. I'm just going to give my love over to the universe. See what happens. Stop trying to control the situation. Stop expecting anything from whoever this is. Because it's causing you harm. I don't know why danger wanted to come out. If any of you are in danger, please call emergency services. But I don't see any of that here. But yeah. I think you start getting impatient there, Aquarius, and you're just like, I don't care then. I'll make my own way. Then heads start to turn. Could be this person, could be someone else. Okay, Aquarius, can you please show me some universal advice? Sorry, I worded that really wrong and weird, Aquarius. Can I get universal advice for Aquarius, please? Thank you. That's what I was meant to say. Universal advice for Aquarius. Two of Swords. Yeah, I bet. The Wheel of Fortune. And then the Five of Cups. I love this Five of Cups. We get it a lot because it's very meaningful. It's Five of Cups, traditionally the card of sorrow, but this lady's actually dancing on her sorrow, which actually says, even if something makes you sad now, later on down the line, you probably look back and see it's the best thing you ever did. Time, you're just allowing this time. I think you're just kind of letting go. The Two of Swords is about holding back your emotions, and also in this card is literally injustice. So yeah, I agree. You deserve answers, right? I think this is an acceptance sometimes when you're not going to get them, so you're just like, see, the Two of Swords is normally I'm keeping my emotions bottled in, but sometimes there's no point even expressing them. You've expressed them plenty. It's kind of gone on deaf ears here a little bit. Wheel of Fortune. I think you're just leaving it up to fate, and what will be will be. Will it be a happy outcome or a sad one? This Five of Cups is one of those in between ones. But just think, right, I'll let go. I'll let this person do what they want. Whatever happens, happens. I don't cling too hard. I'm not going to over-express anymore. I'm going to start feeding my emotions back into myself, start loving myself, doing my own thing, and then somebody notices. Anyway, Aquarius, I am going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esoteric Tarot. If you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, then please check the description box below. And with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care.